Washington Commanders fans will forever be thankful to Jim Irsay for being the unlikely catalyst that finally dislodged Daniel Snyder from ownership of their beloved franchise. For over 2 decades, Snyder's tenure was a blight on what was once one of the NFL's most storied teams, marked by a litany of scandals, controversies, and a profound decline in on-field performance. While many within the league had privately expressed concerns and even disgust, it was Irsay, the often eccentric and candid owner of the Indianapolis Colts, who bravely broke ranks and publicly declared that there was merit to remove Snyder. This unprecedented public statement sent shockwaves through the NFL, and, for many, was the turning point that ultimately led to Snyder's departure. To understand the depth of gratitude Commanders fans feel for Irsay, one must first grasp the depths of despair and frustration that defined the Snyder era. Daniel Snyder purchased the team, then known as the Washington Redskins, in 1999 for a then-record $800 million. A lifelong fan, Snyder promised to restore the franchise to its former glory. Instead, what followed was a protracted period of mismanagement, ethical lapses, and a dramatic erosion of the team's standing in the league and its community. Under Snyder, the team rarely achieved sustained success on the field, often struggling to even reach the playoffs. More damaging, however, were the consistent reports of a toxic workplace culture, particularly for women. Allegations of sexual harassment, hostile work environments, and a general disregard for employee well-being became increasingly public and damning. These accusations were compounded by claims of financial improprieties, including withholding security deposits from season ticket holders. The ongoing investigations by the NFL and even the US Congress further tarnished the team's reputation and created a constant cloud of negativity around the franchise. For years, despite mounting pressure from fans, media, and even some internal figures, Snyder clung to his ownership. The NFL, often described as a billionaire's club, has a long-standing tradition of protecting its owners. Removing an owner is an incredibly rare and complex process, requiring a 3/4 vote from the other 31 owners. The unspoken rules seem to be that owners do not publicly criticize or move to oust a fellow owner, regardless of their transgressions. This code of silence, or at least public restraint, allowed Snyder to persist despite the widespread condemnation of his actions. Enter Jim Irsay. On October 18, 2022, during the NFL's Fall League meeting in New York, Irsay stepped before a throng of reporters and delivered a statement that broke the unwritten rules of the NFL ownership fraternity. He was asked directly if he believed Daniel Snyder was good for the league. His answer was unambiguous and historic. "I believe that there's merit to remove him as owner of the Commanders," Irsay stated, adding, "I think it's something that we have to review. We have to look at all the evidence and we have to be thorough going forward. But I think it's something that has to be given serious consideration." This was not a vague, off-the-cuff remark. This persisted despite the widespread condemnation of his actions. Enter Jim Irsay. On October 18, 2022, during the NFL's Fall League meeting in New York, Irsay stepped before a throng of reporters and delivered a statement that broke the unwritten rules of the